And slowly start to bring awareness to your breath. Just noticing where you're at right now without trying to change it. Maybe your breaths are really short, maybe they're nice and deep and long already. And then we'll just slowly start to lengthen the inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we'll match our exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. In our next inhale, try to send the breath all the way down into the lowest part of your abdomen. So as you inhale, the abdomen expands out. And then on your exhale, the belly draws in towards the spine. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, drawing in. Take 3 more breaths like that. And on the end of your next exhale, you can blink the eyes open, or if you'd like to keep the eyes closed, you're more than welcome to do so as well. And we'll inhale, reach the arms straight up to the sky. And then on our exhale, we're going to place the right hand down on the mat. Inhale, extend the left arm tall. And then exhale, left arm tipping towards the right side. Remember to keep the shoulder away from the ear. Gaze can move slightly up if that's comfortable for your neck. And inhale, reach both arms up to the sky. Exhale, planting left hand down. Inhale one more time, reach up through the fingertips of the right hand, and exhale, right hand tips to the left. And I am not mirroring you, just so you guys know, I'm not exactly sure how it's showing up in your camera, but I am doing the side that I am saying, just as a note. Shoulder away from the ear, and inhale brings you up to center. Exhale, twisting to the right, so our left hand is going to come to the right knee. Right hand kickstand behind the spine. Inhale, spine long and tall, and exhale, twisting from the navel. So your neck can be the last thing to come around. Try to really start that twist from your belly button. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, twisting to the left. Right arm coming to the left knee. And the left hand is like an extension of your spine, keeping you nice and tall, and twisting from the belly button. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, we're going to place both our hands behind us on the mat. I'm going to do a little heart opener, so chest lifting tall. And exhale, back to center. Inhale, arms reach up. And then exhale, slowly walk your fingertips out in front of you. Try to keep both sits bones down on the mat. Forehead can melt to the floor if that's accessible. And our next inhale, slowly walk our hands back up. And we'll just shake out the legs and take the opposite cross with the legs. And inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands come behind us again once more, planting the hands behind you. And if you'd like to here, you can press down through the hands and shift the weight forward into the knees, hips lifting up to the sky. One more inhale here. And slowly Exhale the hips back down. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, walk the hands out in front of us one more time, trying to keep both sits bones on the mat. And on your next inhale, slowly walk the hands back up. And then we'll come to a wide-legged child's pose. You can turn over, coming through tabletop if you like. Knees about as wide as the mat or a little bit wider if that's comfortable. And then sit the hips back, chest melting to the floor. Inhale here, exhale. And then on your next inhale, walk both hands to the right side of your mat. Stretching long through the left fingertips. Trying to keep both sits bones again melting backwards. Using your breath to help you open up the space. And inhale, slowly walk the hands through center and to the left-hand side. Stretching long through the right fingertips. And on your next inhale, slowly walking the hands back to center. Shift the weight forward, coming into tabletop. And we'll just start to move through the wrists, so you can do circles going towards the right or the left to start. And just shifting the weight forward into the knuckles and the hands, really feeling the weight in all the parts of your hands. And then going the other way with the circles. And then we'll just meet here in the center, in tabletop. And then on our inhale, we're gonna drop the belly, coming into cow. Chest shines forward, gaze can come slightly up, stretching through the front of the neck. And then on your exhale, curl the belly in, navel to spine, protracting through the shoulder blades. To cat. Inhale, drop the belly. Chest shines forward. Exhale, rounding to the upper back. Cow pose. Inhale, drop the belly. And exhale, curl. We'll just take a few dynamic movements here so you can do circles with the spine, kind of moving through a cat and a cow circle. You can shift the hips back if that feels good, shift them forward. Just invite you to take any intuitive movements that feel good for you right now. And then we'll meet back in center and tabletop. So making sure the shoulders are directly stacked over the wrists and the knees are right underneath the hips. And we'll inhale and extend the right foot back towards the back of your space. And if this is enough for you here, you're more than welcome to just stay here with the leg extended. Or if you'd like a little bit more, moving, lifting the left hand up and extending the left fingertips forward. Drawing the belly in and up. Inhale here. And then on our exhale, we're just going to slowly tap the fingertips and the toes on the mat. And then inhale, extend long. Squeeze through the glute. Exhale, tap the fingertips and the toes. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap. One more, extend the fingertips and the toes long. And exhale, tap. Inhale, coming back to center, so left hand and right knee coming back down to the mat. And moving into the left side, so Left leg extends long. Long line of energy going out the ball of your foot. And if this is enough for you here, you can stay just with the leg up and you can do the taps with just the leg. Or if you'd like to, you can extend the right fingertips forward. Drawing the low belly in and up. Inhale, extend long. And exhale, tap the fingertips and the toes. Inhale, long. Exhale, tap. As you inhale, squeeze the glute of the left glute. And exhale, tap the fingers and the toes. One more, inhale. Exhale, tap. And inhale, extend fingers long. Right hand coming to the mat, left knee coming to the mat as well. We'll just move through a puppy stretch here. So the hips are going to stay where they are, and the fingertips are just going to slowly walk out in front of you. Chest, if the chest melts to the ground, that's great. You can bring the forehead or the chin to the mat. One more inhale here. Exhale. And inhale, slowly walking up to tabletop. Curl the toes and send the hips up and back into downward facing dog. So just feeling out your first down dog here. You can bend through the knees. You can walk the legs out one at a time. Making sure to keep pressure in the hands. Pressing forward the front of your mat. And heels melting down. But the goal is not to get the heels to the mat. So the goal is actually just the sits bones up to the sky. So if you bend your knees a little bit and work on the sits bones really reaching up to the sky. One more inhale here. Exhale. And then slowly walking our feet forward to the front of our mat, meeting in a ragdoll forward fold here. So just taking a few moments. Soften through the backs of the knees so we're not locking out the legs. You can grab opposite elbows and just let the chest melt down. And then slowly hands can come to the mat and we'll roll up really deep in the bend in the back of your legs and roll up slowly, one vertebrae at a time, coming to the top of our mat. You can roll the shoulders backwards a little bit and forwards. And then we'll meet in mountain pose at the front of our mat. Hands come to prayer. Gently close the eyes just for a second. Deep breath in. Exhale. Soften the backs of the knees, a little bit of a bend in your knees. And inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands can come to the shins or to the mat. Spine is long. Exhale, plant the hands and just step back to high plank. Take one inhale here in our high plank. Exhale, rock forward a little bit and slowly lower all the way down to the mat. We'll just take a cobra to begin. So tops of the feet are on the mat, hips are pressing down. Inhale, lift the chest up. Little to no weight in the hands, so we're in a really baby cobra here. And exhale, melt the chest down. Hands can slide back a little bit, curl the toes under, and press up to high plank. And hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale. On your next inhale, rise to the balls of the feet. Bend the knees, look forward, and walk to the top of your mat. When you arrive at the top, inhale, long spine, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, dive the chest forward, long spine, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to high plank. Pause in the high plank here, take a nice inhale. Exhale, shift the weight forward a little bit, and then slowly lower all the way down, elbows tracking all the way back. And then you're welcome to take another baby cobra here, if you like, or we can interlace the hands on the back, behind the back, sorry. And inhale, lift the chest up off the mat, and the hands are coming up off the glutes. Exhale, slowly melt the chest down. Palms coming down to the mat, curl the toes. Inhale, and exhale, press up. High plank, hips up and back, downward facing dog. We'll take one more Surya Namaskar A there, and we'll do this next one with the up dog option. So if you're comfortable with up dog, you're welcome to take it. If not, you can take one of the two variations that we just did. Take one more inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, rise to the balls of the feet. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, long spine, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands come to heart center. And inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back through chaturanga. Either coming into your up dog or your baby cobra. And exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here in our down dog. If you'd like to come to child's pose as well, you're more than welcome to as a resting position. If your wrists are getting tired or for any other reason you want to come down, take a second. In child's pose here, forehead to the mat, or we're in our down dog. And wherever you are, meeting back in downward facing dog. On our next inhale, we're going to lift the right leg up to the sky. And exhale, we're going to bend the right knee. Tap the right knee on the back of the right arm. Tap the right knee to the back of the right wrist. Tap it to the back of the left wrist. And tap it to the back of the left arm. Kick it up and back. And bend that knee, open the hip. On your next inhale, squaring off the hips and bringing the right knee through the hands. Left knee is coming down to the mat into low lunge. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, melt the hips down. And you want to make sure that your knee is directly over your heel, the right heel, right knee. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, straighten through the right leg, coming into runner's lunge, flexing the right foot, and the right hip is moving back a little bit in space, and the left hip moving forward. Spine is long. We're on tented fingers if you do have blocks, or someone suggested soup cans the other day, which I thought was really a good one since we're all at home. If you have blocks and you'd like to bring those to the mat, or we're on tented fingers in our runner's lunge. One more inhale here. And exhale, shift the weight forward, bending through the right knee again. We're gonna curl the left toes, pressing up through the left leg. Coming into a crescent lunge. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. And exhale, melt the hips a little bit. So again, the right hip is moving back in space and the left hip moving a little slightly forward. Inhale. And then on our exhale, we're gonna revolve the chest to the right. Right arm reaching back, left arm reaching forward. So we're in our crescent lunge here with revolved arms, chest is to the right. Inhale, exhale, and then on your next inhale, left arm is going to lift up, revolving over to the left side of our mat. And we're going to bend through the left knee, coming into a skater pose. So we're bending through the left knee, right leg is long and straight on the mat, chest is tall. And then moving to the right side, bending through the right knee. Inhale. And exhale, turn to the front of your mat. Hands are gonna frame the right foot. And inhale, reach the right foot up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, open mouth, exhale. And then our next inhale, reach the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend through the left knee, tap the left knee on the back of the left arm. Tap it to the back of the left wrist. Tap it to the back of the right wrist and the back of the right arm. Kick it up and back. Downward facing dog, bending through the left knee, opening up the hip. On our next inhale, squaring the hips and bringing the left knee and foot forward to the front of our mat, coming into our low lunge again on the left side. So right knee is coming to the mat. Inhale, reach the arms straight up. Exhale, melt the hips forward. One more inhale here, chest is tall. And exhale, hands come to the mat, straighten through the left leg. Coming into our runner's lunge, so flexing through the left foot. Chest is long, spine is long, and that left hip is moving back a little bit in space. Exhale, melt the chest a little bit more. And on our next inhale, slowly walk the hands forward, bending through the left knee. Curl the right toes and press the right leg up. Inhale, arms reach up to crescent lunge. Exhale, the hips melting down. Left hip is moving back in space, right hip forward. And our left knee is stacked directly over our heel. Inhale, arms tall. And exhale, revolve the chest to the left side of the room. Right arm is forward, left arm back. Inhale here. Exhale. And our inhale, our right arm is going to guide us up. Spinning open to the right side and coming into skater on the other side. So bending through the right knee, straightening through the left leg. Inhale here, and exhale, skater on the left side, so bending through the left leg, straightening out through the right. And on your next exhale, hands are gonna frame the foot at the front of our mat, and press down, lift the left leg up and back, downward facing dog. Take another lion's breath, inhale here, exhale, open mouth. One more super loud since you're alone. or maybe not. Exhale. And taking 3 breaths here if you'd like to come down to child's pose, or if you're feeling really strong, staying in your downward facing dog. And wherever you are, meeting back in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, step it through. Coming up into warrior 2, so back foot spiraling parallel to the mat. Chest coming up. Bending into the right knee, making sure the knee is stacked directly over the heel and not further. So if you're a little bit behind, that's okay. You can work to bending more into the knee. We just don't want the knee going over the heel. Inhale, arms are super, super strong. Energy going out through the fingertips, making sure our hips are stacked, our shoulders are stacked directly over our hips. One more inhale here. See if you can bend a little bit deeper into that right knee. Exhale, flip the palm, reverse your warrior. Right arm up to the sky. And exhale, coming into extended side angle. So the back of the right arm is on the right knee. And inhale, left arm reaching up beside the ear. Try to keep the shoulder away from the ear. Gaze can come up. And we're pressing down through the outside edge of our left foot as well. Inhale brings you back up to warrior 2. And exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale here. Exhale, hips are moving back in space a little bit, reaching forward with the right hand coming into triangle. So really keeping both sides bodies really long, so we don't want to be crunching through the right side. If you have a block, you can bring the block to the inside or the outside of the leg, or the hand can come to the shin. Just trying not to dump all the weight into the hand. Try to really use your obliques to lift you up. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale, using the strength of your legs, squeeze the inner thighs to lift you back up. Bending through the front knee, coming through warrior 2, and hands coming to the mat. Stepping back with the right leg to downward facing dog. A nice deep inhale here. Exhale. On your next inhale, reach the right leg up, left leg up to the sky. Bend through the left knee. Left foot coming to the front of the mat, spiraling the back, the right foot, and coming up into warrior 2 on the right side. Bending through the left knee, making sure the knee is stacked directly over the heel. And shoulders are stacked directly over the hips. So you want to kind of probably move them back a little bit in space towards the back of your mat, just a touch. Inhale here. See if you can deepen a little bit deeper into that front leg. And on the exhale, flip the palm, reverse your warrior. Left arm's reaching up to the sky. And on your next inhale, coming into extended side angle. Left arm is coming to the left knee. And remember, shoulder is melting away from the ears. We're not shrugging up with the shoulder. Really making sure you're engaging through the outside edge of the right foot as well. Inhale here. And exhale, coming back through warrior 2. Inhale, straighten the front leg. And on your exhale, reach forward with the left hand as far as you possibly can, and then tipping to the side, either tented fingers on the mat, on the shin. Really engaging through both side bodies. Lift up and out of the hips. We're not dumping into the front hip. And then on our inhale, really engage through the thighs to bring the chest back up. Moving through warrior two, bending through the front knee and spiraling the arms, coming down to the mat, stepping back to downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, roll forward into high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, or all the way to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. We'll do one more of those. So really roll forward. Engage through the belly, bringing you to high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows tracking all the way back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise to the balls of the feet, bend the knees, look forward, walk, step, or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands come to chest. So we're going to move through chair. So on our next inhale, we're going to sweep the arms up and the hips are going to sit back in space. Coming into our chair pose. You want to glance down, make sure you can see your toes in front of your knees. So the weight may need to shift a little bit back in the heels, but trust your balance. Inhale, chest is tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step back through chaturanga. Up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, rise to the balls of the feet. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, walk, step, or hop to the front of your space. Inhale, spine long, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep all the way up to the sky. And exhale, hands come to heart center. And move through chair one more time here. So inhale, arms reach all the way up. Sit the hips back. Checking in with the toes. Chest is tall. And then exhale, we're going to bring the hands to heart center. Twisting to the right side of our space. So the left elbow is going to hook to the outside of the right knee. And checking in with the knees to make sure, just glance down, make sure the knees are in line with each other and that the left knee hasn't shifted forward. Inhale here. Exhale, we're going to glance down. Shift the weight into your right foot. And then you're just going to squeeze your left heel to your left glute. Inhale here. And exhale, left leg is going to move back in space, coming into a revolved crescent lunge twist. So if you fell out of the twist, totally fine. The left arm can come to the mat as well. And the right arm is up to the sky. Or if you're still in your twist there, inhale one more time. And exhale, arms reaching up to crescent lunge. Or sorry, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands coming to the mat. You can walk the right foot out to the right side of the mat and the left knee is going to come down. So we're in our dragon pose here. You can stay up tall on the hands. If you have blocks available or if you're comfortable coming onto the elbows. Stretching through both hips. Take one more inhale here. And if you're on the elbows, coming back up into the palms. Curl the left toes, press up through the left leg, and reach the right leg up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward into plank. Exhale, bend through the elbows, taking vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise to the balls of the feet. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, walk, step or hop to the front of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Do our chair twist on the other side. So inhale, arms sweep up, hips sit back. Coming into our chair, checking in with our toes. Inhale, chest high. Exhale, hands to heart center, twisting to the left side. So right elbow's hooking to the outside of the left knee. Pressing down through the elbow to help you open through the chest, checking in with our knees, making sure that they're in line. Inhale. And you know where we're going, so glance down. Shift the weight into the left foot and squeeze the right knee, the right heel to the right glute. And exhale, step it back, coming into your revolved crescent lunge. And again, you can bring the right hand to the mat if that's more comfortable for you. Taking a twist this way. Inhale, pressing up through the back leg. Exhale, twisting open. And on your next inhale, both arms reach up to the sky, coming into crescent lunge. Exhale, hands coming to the mat, walking the left foot to the outside edge of our mat. Right knee melting to the floor. And either staying up tall on the hands here, or coming onto a block or to the forearms. Slow down the breath. One more inhale here. If you're on the forearms or on a block, you can move it out of the way, coming back to the palms. Curl through the right toes, press up through the right leg, and lifting the left leg up and back to downward facing dog. If you'd like to take one final vinyasa here, I invite you to do so. Or if not, just sitting the hips back, coming into child's pose. Slow down the breath here. Check in with that intention, so really trying to forget about whatever happened and trying to just stay present in the moment where we are now, not thinking about what's to come next or what time it is, or just relax into your space here. Take one more deep breath. Exhale. And inhale, shifting the weight forward, either coming back through downward facing dog or just coming to the center of your mat. Feet are mat width distance. We're going to come into Malasana squat here. So feet are mat width. The heels are coming in a little bit and the toes are pointing out, about 45-degree angle. And then inhale, slowly sit your hips down. If you have a block present, you're more than welcome to sit on the block here. Hands coming to heart center. Should probably turn around. So hands coming to heart center, pressing through the palms. Chest is tall. Really trying to keep the spine nice and long. Inhale one more time. And then on our exhale, we're gonna bring the right hand out in front of you. Left arm is gonna reach up to the sky. Opening through the left side body. Gaze is coming up. And exhale, coming back through center. Inhale here. Exhale, left hand reaching out to the left side. Right arm reaching up to the sky. And exhale, coming back through center. Shifting the weight forward, coming into a forward fold, so feet can come back to hip width distance apart. And just taking a forward fold here. If you'd like to make it more passive, you can grab opposite elbows. Or if you'd like to release through the shoulders, you can clasp through the hands at your low back. And hands are gonna melt towards the front of the room. Try to shift the weight a little bit forward into the fronts of your feet so you're not dumping all the weight into your heels, and soft bend in your knees. If the hands are up in the sky, you can bring the hands back to the low back first. And then release the interlace, hands coming to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, stepping back just to down dog for 1 second. And we're gonna move through pigeon. So inhale, right leg up to the sky. Exhale, right knee coming behind the right wrist. Making sure the left leg and top of the foot extended long behind you. You can glance back. Inhale, chest up. And exhale, melting forward. If you have any pressure or pain in the knee, welcome to take reclined pigeon on your back as well. And if you do feel a little bit of pinching in the knee, try to bring the heel a little bit closer to your body. So instead of trying to make it parallel with the mat, you can bring the heel just a little bit closer. Melting the chest down. And relaxing here. Next, inhale, coming back up onto the palms. Curl through the toes, press down through the hands, lift the right leg up and back. Shake out the right leg. And inhale, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, left knee coming forward behind the left wrist. Making sure the top of the foot, right foot is on the mat. Inhale, chest up tall to start. And then exhale, slowly melting the chest down. Keeping the flex through the left foot to protect the knee. So keeping engaged through the left foot, flexing through the toes. Inhale, brings you up to the palms. And exhale, curl the toes, stepping back to downward facing dog. Shake out the left leg. And then we'll just slowly walk the feet forward to meet the hands and sitting down onto the mat. Coming into boat pose. So sitting up tall, hands can come behind the knees. You can keep the feet on the mat if that's comfortable for you, and just really work on engaging in the core. Chest staying tall. If you're quite comfortable here, then you can inhale, lift the legs up. Trying to stay long spine, so we're not rounding through the spine or anything. Our chest is really tall. Knees are hugging in towards the chest. You can shine the hands up and forward. Engage through the lower abdomen to keep the knees up. for 3, 2, 1. We're going to lower into a low boat. Legs extend long. Legs hover for 3, 2, maybe a little shake, and 1. Releasing all the way down to the mat. We're going to bend through the knees, setting up for our bridge pose. So making sure that you can just gently touch the backs of the heels with the fingertips. Feet are hip distance apart. And we're going to bring the hands up to the sky so the backs of the arms are still pressing down into the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, press down through the backs of the arms and down through the feet to lift the hips up. Coming into our bridge. Leaving a little bit of space between the chin and the chest so we're not crunching right into the front of the neck. See if you can inhale, lift the hips a little bit higher. And exhale, slowly coming down, low back coming last to the mat. Knees can knock together here. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. And take one more bridge pose here. So if you'd like to, you can take the same variation that we just did, or hands can come to interlace behind the back on the mat. Or if wheel is in your practice, you're more than welcome to take wheel. And inhale, pressing down through the elbows and the feet. Exhale, lift the hips up to the sky. Hands can come to interlace. Using the arms pressing down into the mat to lift the hips higher. Try to pretend like you have a ball between your knees, and if you're squeezing it, and slowly lower down, one vertebrae at a time. Knees knocking together, windshield wiper the knees. One more time. And we'll extend both legs long on the mat. And then hug the right knee in. Right knee coming to the right shoulder. You can release the knee from the right to the left side, rocking back and forth. And then just for one inhale, we're going to straighten through the right leg. Straighten the right leg up to the sky. Just feeling the stretch through the back of the right leg. And exhale, bending through the knee. Extend the right leg long. Hugging the left knee into chest. Inhale. Exhale, you can rock the left knee side to side. And for one breath here, kicking the left leg up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, bending through the left knee. You can hug both knees into chest. Rocking side to side, just feeling the low back on the mat. And then taking peace fingers to the big toes, coming into happy baby. Or if it's accessible for you, hands coming to the outside edge of the feet. Soles of the feet up to the sky. And the knees melting down. Trying to keep the low back on the mat, so not letting the tail fly up too high in the sky. And exhale, bringing the knees. So knees just coming to tabletop. And then on our exhale, we're just going to exhale both knees to the left side of the room. Taking a really easy recline twist here. If you have another recline twist that you prefer that's a little bit deeper, you're more than welcome to take that as well. Gaze coming to the right. Really use your inhale, create some space, and exhale to melt a little bit deeper into the twist. Next, inhale slowly, bringing both knees back up to center, legs to tabletop, and exhale both knees to the right hand side. Gaze coming over the left shoulder. Really using the breath here to expand through the belly, and exhale, soften, and deepen into the twist. Inhale, slowly bringing the knees back to center. And kicking both legs out in front of you. Coming down into our Shavasana. Take up as much space as you can. Really opening the legs a little bit wider than the mat if possible. And hands out wide as well. Relaxing the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Relaxing through the jaw. And letting the breath go. Forgetting about anything that happened or anything that's going to come after this. Just living in this moment. Really giving yourself the time to enjoy the Shavasana that you work so hard for.